Our phones have a huge amount of data stored on them, but we're never able to use it. Now, with Friday for Android, you can forget to remember anything because it's all at your fingertips. To start with Friday, just sign in. Because of the amount of data that is stored, make sure you have a secure password. After signing in, you are taken to a landing screen, allowing you to access, well, pretty much anything. You can navigate your dashboard, ask Friday a question, or start by going to a day in your life. For this demo, we'll start by going to a date. When you pull up the day, it filters the dashboard results to display only the things that happened on that day. If you want to know more about what you did or who you did it with, you can select a subcategory. Here we'll select people to see everyone that we interacted with that day. If you're interested in specifics, you could look at calls, music, voice notes, mail you've read, and notes you've taken. SMS, images, and reminders are stored too so that you can truly forget to remember anything that happened. Now, this is a lot of data for sure. The infographic mode along the bottom will give you a display of how it all comes together, and you can choose to use the filter bar to show only the options that you've applied. Of course, if you're a data junkie, the everything mode is where you'll want to play. You see, everything inside of Friday is designed to give you quick access to all the information you need, but no more than you want. From the full list view, you can break down the events of the day a number of ways. Want to find out where you were at a certain time? The Space Map view coordinates events into location. Navigating back to the landing screen, you can see that jumping to any section is as easy as tapping on an icon. In this case, the Global Dashboard button takes you back to show you everything that has been stored. Sometimes you have a question that only you can answer. Well, until now. Is there something you'd like to know about what you've done? Friday can find the answer for you. In this case, we've asked Friday to find all of the calls that we've made in the past week while the phone is charging. From there, we can gain a load of information, even with some very specific conditions. Finding one of the contacts from that day, then selecting it, we're taken to the contacts page. You'll find information about the calls you made with them while charging, their rank based on number of interactions you've had with them, and even mapping data. At any time, you can go back and select everything in the contact page to show you all interactions and events instead of those selected. Let's go back to the dashboard. Remember that while doing so, you can always ask Friday a question from the search box. In this case, we're looking for missed calls. We see a list of all of the calls from a specific person because we're still filtered to only find information about them. Selecting the calendar and then clicking a date will further prune our information down. Most of us take an incredible amount of photos with our phone. While the galleries do allow us to see photos by date, they don't offer much else. Because our phones save location data with our pictures, Friday lets us find pictures that we took while at a specific event. From the list view, you can open any picture in the gallery to see it in full. Want more photos? Just click on the button at the top of the list view to show your full timeline. Then cycling through next or previous photos is easily done as well. By now you have loaded your phone with all sorts of music. While the music players that are available do a decent job of sorting and playing your songs, Friday lets you dig deeper. You can see when you played a specific song, and then filter your timeline down to find exactly what you were listening to at a specific time. One of the most popular features of Friday is the ability to track down activities by location. By going into the Space Map mode, you will see a map with a series of pins that show locations where you've been. Zooming in, you can tap on any pin to get a detailed list at the bottom of the page to show what you did while you were there. Within the settings screen, you can fine-tune numerous ways that Friday will work. From enabling and disabling the tracking of calls to tips and password protection, Friday has a number of features that you can manage. With Friday's built-in Notes application, you can take notes directly from the dashboard screen. Further, the ability to add tags to notes allows you to more easily search by topic or category. But tags go much further than just the notes function. In fact, you can tag any event that happens in Friday. So every time you have a cup of coffee, you can see the events that surrounded that cup by tagging coffee to them. Now, anytime that you search for a tag, all of your items with that specific search term will show up in your timeline. Taking a trip, set up an auto tag with the name of your destination, and everything that happens will have that tag until you disable it. This is a great feature because not only will all of your calls and mails be tagged, but you'll also be able to pull up the space map to see exactly where everything happened. Remember, it's under the Places tab. While the Reminders function of your Google Calendar is great, Friday lets you take that a step further by adding tags to them. Reminders set within Friday sync to your Google Calendar, of course. One final thing, how about voice notes? Instead of just having some audio without context, Friday lets you tag your notes and they will display in your timeline. Just click on the microphone to start recording, then again to stop. Add a title and you're finished. Obviously, Friday gathers a lot of data and your privacy is paramount. So if you want to clear out your information, just select the menu, then More, and then Clear Friday Data. Have feedback for us? Just select Send in Feedback from the menu function on the landing screen. So that's Friday. It's your data done better. Now you really can forget to remember. Thanks for watching.